I'm going to keep this real simple. If you don't know what this is or this is, then this video is not for you. But if you do know that this is a Cricut Joy, this is a Cricut Maker 3, then you're going to love this. That's right, this is the brand new Cricut Joy Xtra. And it adds a little bit of extra, but not quite as much. Let's take a little first look. So in simple terms, it's nowhere near as big as the Maker or the Explorers that came before it, but it's much larger than the Joy. So what you have here is something that will fit an A4 page, and that's what's critical about this. An A4 page will fit in here, so you can do all the print and cut features of the Cricut without having to go to the extreme of the Maker. Now, the Joy is around $300, $298 at Harvey Norman. The Maker 3, you're going to talk over $600. This guy will launch just over $400, $429 at Harvey Norman exclusively for the first few weeks, I think you'll find. But then it'll come everywhere in time. And this is going to sell like hotcakes. Now, Cricut are going to sell this as a bundle to start with so that you get the machine, you'll get the waterproof sticker set, you'll get the iron-on pack. It's about 5 and 6 prints in each. Then you get transfer tape, you get smart iron-on and smart vinyl, and your grip mat. Now, for people who don't know what a Cricut is, this is a machine that feeds in paper and cuts it. Or it can be vinyl, or it can be sticker material, it can be a range of things. But it can also draw, so you can actually put a pen in here so it can draw your designs. It can cut, it can scan and cut at the same time, which is important for the stickers I'll show you shortly. And the key to this one is all about size. Now, first and foremost, as I said, it's A4, which is critical in essentially the print and cut game. So if you wanted to print some stuff out on the printable sticker paper, for example, or the iron-on paper, so you want to print something, put it on a tote bag, you want to print something and turn it into stickers, you've got to print it on an A4 printer. That's going to come out, and then you can only use the big Maker machine. So you couldn't use the simple Joy. This allows you to do that. Now, don't just take my word for it. Let me show you. I'm going to show you exactly how it works, real simple. So it all uses software called Design Space. And you load up Design Space on your iPad or your computer, and you simply drop in the thing you want to print. So I'm going to drop in some EFTM logos here, just some general stuff that I want to turn into stickers. Now, actually what you do in the Design Space is you just lay them down, tell them how big you want them to be. I recommend putting a bit of a border around them so that they actually print outside of the logo range, if you like, which is a really simple thing to do. And there's a million tutorials online because there is 1,000 Cricut YouTubers. But most importantly, it's cool and it's easy and it's worth mucking around with. So you print them out, but you print them out onto this special paper. And so this paper here, when you get it in the box, doesn't just come, it's not obvious. It took me a minute to work out. So this paper here, with the Cricut logo on the back, you print on the front of here, in full color, whatever you like. So you feed this through your printer and you print out your design. And then, once you've printed out your design, you put it onto the grip mat, okay? And then you essentially laminate it. You put this vinyl laminate over the top of your printout, and that will create a waterproof sticker so that it's essentially 2 layers. It's the printout, that's the special material, it's the sticker material, and then it's the transparency. So this material here is a sticker. So it's what you're printing on is the sticker, and the backing is the sticker back paper. And so none of that actually uses this machine. That just uses Design Space and your printer. But once you've done that and you've got it on the mat, what you do is you feed it in here and you tell the Design Space you're ready to go, you want to print, you want to cut. So it goes through and then it scans the paper and makes sure it knows exactly where everything's laid out. And then it goes through and it cuts out the stickers individually, and you can then stick them wherever you want. Great for laptops, great for books, great for labeling anything. We made coat hangers for our kids so that we know whose clothes are where and who's responsible for putting them away. Now, with a Cricut machine, you could have done that. See this EFTM logo up here on the Maker? You could have done that with vinyl, but when you talk about small little tiny things, it's impossible to weed out all those little tiny bits, and the detail's just really difficult to achieve, as well as getting a multi-color vinyl. You've got to lay multiple layers of vinyl. It's complicated. So just make stickers. All right, I'm going to prove to you that any idiot can use a Cricut to make stickers for your laptop, books, whatever it is you want. So I've got two things I want to make stickers out of. My logo, the EFTM logo, and I've also found a photo of a plane I took years ago. I just love planes, so you might have an amazing photo, but I'm going to drop this into Canva, and I'm going to remove the background so that it's just a plane, not the sky as well. And then I'm going to export that with a transparent background. So that's just a plane, right? So we'll download that. Now, all we need to do is go into Design Space. Now, the Cricut Joy Xtra is what we're going to use for everything here, as well as just a simple color inkjet printer. All right, so we will upload firstly the logo. There it is here. Perfect. We'll make it moderately complex. Now we'll go fully complex because we're not cutting it specifically to the edge. We're actually printing it first. So we're going to print then cut image. So that's the difference here, is if you've got something in color with a Cricut, you can just cut it out as a shape. But in this case, we're going to print it out, then cut it as a shape. And now we'll just upload the plane as well. Complex again. Print, then cut again. Now, let's add those to a project. Can we do more than one? Yes, we can. Add to canvas. Easy. And then it's really all about just size. So we know that an A4 sheet of paper is 21 centimeters wide. So let's grab just one of them. Let's think about the EFTM logo. We'll go maybe 7 centimeters. So you can see it shows you on the screen what you want. And the plane, we'll make it as if it's kind of for a laptop. So we'll do that there. Now, this is the offset I talked about. You just create a little offset, and what it does, it puts this just a little loop around the edge of the artwork. Make that white. That's what I recommend. And then combine those layers, just like Photoshop, really group them, and then flatten that little thing so it's just one item. So we'll do the same now with the EFTM logo. Make an offset. That looks a little bit smaller than that, I reckon. About there. And then we want to make it. I'll make that there. Just going to do another one down here with a slightly different offset. Try and remove the gap in between the letters, which you can do in more detail with other tools called contours, but I'm not too stressed about that right now. I just want to prove the point here. So let's duplicate. Oh, hang on. What we needed to do is, let's use this one, but we want to group them, flatten it, and now duplicate. So I'm going to make a bunch of those. It actually doesn't matter how you lay them out, as long as you just kind of tell it how many you want. Now, let's make a couple bigger. Why not? And then let's do another plane, but smaller. Now, we don't know how that's going to lay out. We don't know how it's all going to fit. I just want it on one page. So let's now, it's all set to print, then cut. Let's go make it. So this then does the layout and shows you whether it's going to fit on a one page or not. And it doesn't. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to get rid of those big logos because it looks like I'm going to have enough space on one page. Let's see what fits on one page now. That's pretty perfect. So it's laid it out automatically for me here. It's one page, done deal. Happy days. All right. So now we say continue. And now we're actually sending it to my color printer. So I'm just going to go and load this paper. So you take this sheet of paper and you want it to print the white side up, and that should be the back. So let's send that to the printer. Preparing to print. Let's come over to the printer. So what we'll see on this sheet of paper is actually what I just designed in the Cricut design space. I hope. Anyway. Oh, there it is. I can see it. Wow. Boom. All right, so essentially what we've got here, as you can see, is exactly what I chose to design on the Cricut design space. Need to update the ink on that printer, but who cares? That's not relevant now. We're just doing a test. So basically what this is actually just one big sticker. So now what we want to do is cut them out. But before we do that, we want to laminate it with this vinyl sheet to make it absolutely wonderful little sticker. So that's where this comes in. This is a Cricut mat, which you place your work on. Okay, and that allows it to go through the Cricut Joy Xtra. But we're now going to do this laminating job as well. So what I've found is best is to lay the page down. You tear off the top bit, lay the page down flat from the bottom up, and then wipe it up. You can use your Cricut tools. These are one of many things you'll start buying a lot of when you become a Cricut family. All right, now we can remove the rest of this vinyl, laminate, and literally just kind of squeegee our way through these stickers. And so what we've got here now is one laminated piece of paper that is actually sticker material. Look at that. So you can kind of see in the light, it's shining. So that's the sticker material. So you want it on nice and tight so it's adhered perfectly. Now we go back to the Cricut Joy Xtra for the first time today because it's all the hard work's done in the design space. Now we take this and turn it into actual stickers. All right, so the Joy makes a Bluetooth connection with your computer or iPad. All you need to do is set that up. Once it's Bluetooth connected, it appears in the design space, and now we need to tell it what material we're using. So this is printable waterproof sticker set. So printable waterproof sticker set. Click there. Now, I'm not going to lie, I've done this a couple of times. So I suggest you add extra pressure to the needle, which is essentially the blade in here. So this is the interchangeable blade here. It pops out. This very, very fine blade pops out and does all the cutting. But I've done a couple, and I just think you need the extra pressure to cut through the whole box and dice here. So then we load this mat into the machine, and it detects it. Make sure it's aligned. This is nerve-wracking. And now we click go, and we watch the magic happen. So it fiddles around for a little bit because what it's doing, it's scanning the paper to make sure it knows exactly where the images are on the paper. That's why it has these black guidelines that it printed out. So it needs to work out exactly where everything is because it's cutting around the logos. So depending on how much tolerance you have there, you want it to be precise. All right, this is the cutting. So while it doesn't look like it's doing much, that is actually cutting through the laminate, through the sticker, but not quite all the way through to the mat. And you can see there, it's tracing around the edge of the plane in this case. And it's doing it. It's just, I think this machine is amazing in that sense that it's literally just cutting what I told it to cut on the computer. Unload, complete. So now we're done with design space. So we can get rid of that. And now let's look at the stickers. Now, this will be hard to see, but let me try and maneuver this into some light here so you can just see. So you can see in that light there, see all the cuts around the edges? That's the stickers. And my wife actually suggested this. The best way to do it is actually to cut them out of the paper so they are kind of individual stickers. And then, let's see, my laptop's going to go that way. We're going to go with the big one straight away. I mean, let's just see how it goes. But look, they're not, oh man, that's come out really easily actually. That has come up really easily. I just don't want to lose the engines and everything on this sticker. But, look at that. That's a plane. So we'll put it there like it's taken off. Oh, yes. That is cool. That is really simple. All right, let's get an EFTM on there as well. Oh, this is cut out really, really well. All right. There we go. Make your own laptop stickers with this. That is all you need. $429. And then your own color printer. And you can make your own laptop stickers. I'm very impressed. I'm really happy with that. I don't mind the plane. I might take a better photo though and find another one. Should be Virgin, I think. All possible with the Cricut Joy Xtra, which will go on sale in September at Harvey Norman, $429.